Namaste, dear ones. We are recording this, as you may be able to tell, from our living room. It's Saturday, March 14th in the afternoon, and in Ananda Sacramento we are mostly self-quarantined now, and we wanted to just address some thoughts about the period coming up, because this represents rather a big change for all of us. We don't know how long this coronavirus will be going on, but I wanted to just begin by suggesting that we view this as we view anything as coming from Divine Mother, and that her hand is behind it and guiding it. Otherwise it can look like the whole world is going out of control, and that we're sort of stuck on the railroad tracks, like in one of those cartoons where the hero or the heroine is tied to the railroad tracks and the train is coming and there's no escape. We just have to feel that there is a purpose, there is a rhythm, there is even a blessing in this. We have to look for it, and that's our job in these days to come. I think we will, all of us, be having a chance to be a little more inward. This is somewhat of an enforced inwardness. But let's just remember, Master said seclusion is the price of greatness. And it may be that all of us are going to be paying a little more of that price in the days and weeks to come. But we wanted to just touch on some very practical aspects of this, even as immediate as Sunday service tomorrow and the arrangements around our classes and programs at Ananda here in Sacramento, and just sort of give a sense of an overview of what we think we can do and how we can help support each other.
So for tomorrow's Sunday service, we will be streaming it live as usual, but to an empty hall. We encourage all of you to join us online, and we're doing this because what we have come to understand is that the best way to combat the spread of the virus is to limit social contact. This is called flattening the curve, which means to slow the spread to the point where our healthcare system can have a hope of coping with the influx of new cases. So to that end, we encourage people to stay home as much as possible. Make sure you have enough food for at least a couple of weeks and enough water on hand, and just try to limit social contact, avoid gatherings, avoid travel as much as you can. And all of our Ananda centers worldwide are practicing this right now. The Expanding Light is closed up at the Ananda Village. All of our centers are now offering their services, Sunday services and classes, online instead of in person. And we'll do this for a period of time just to monitor the situation, see how things are going. As Jyotish said to us a couple of days ago, it's better to be cautious now, because if we aren't, we may regret it later. So it's a good time to, as Dharmadas is saying, take seclusion if you can, and dive deep in that stillness and centeredness that will help all of us to get through this time period. It's important that we, as a very social group of devotees, our whole life is around community and sharing with each other. It's important that we stay connected, and Dharmadas and I want to try to make as many videos as we can and share those online as often as we can. We'll do classes, study groups, Sunday services, and just try to keep everyone up to speed and connected. And the most important way that we can share with each other is spiritually, after all. And I invite you to go deep in your meditations, and especially to pray for everyone in our community, everyone you know, and the whole world as we go through this period of time together.